Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nipa TV show. I'm your host, Nipa TV, and we're going to be doing another series here for StarCraft 2. And I believe this is... I think I could be wrong about the tournament. I'm pretty sure it's the ESL, which I will double check. But it is some tournament. There is a large amount... There were a large amount of replays that were on Spawning Tool. And yeah, I want to commentate them all, even though they probably already have been broadcasted before. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do it anyways, because I don't see any. I see some other replays, but not very much. Not compared to Brood War. Brood War definitely has more replays at the ready on their website, anyways. But Brood War unfortunately does not really have any pro games that I'm seeing. Which is proving to be difficult, but hey, you know, whatever. It's cool to cast all types of games too. So I'll go ahead and introduce the players. We have the Red Terran, Liquid Clem. He's in the bottom right of this map. I do not know the name. It's unknown. And then we have the Blue Terran, TY, in the top left. Obviously, these two players won their initial series, and they moved on to face each other. It is a TvT. And this will be really fun to see. TvT is probably, out of the three mirror matchups, probably the most exciting to see, due to the fact that there are a lot of tactical kind of tactics. Yeah, it's kind of tactics that that they do incorporate in their gameplay, which will be fun to see. Will we see an aggressive kind of bio push? Maybe. Usually, in my experience for TvT, it's definitely a lot of siege tanks with the Comsat wars, and then you have, you know, Banshees sometimes. Initial Reaper does come out for Clem, and that is a really bright shade of red. My goodness. I dig it. Reaper is going to go to the north side and is probably going to... Nope, actually, he changed his mind. He's like, no, I don't like that area. I'm just going to go down here. I see. He's checking for proxies. Clem is... checking for proxy barracks and such shenanigans. Interestingly enough, TY is keeping his Reaper in the base. Maybe he was expecting the Reaper to come at this time. That is what I am guessing. We have a reactor. We have a reactor done on the barracks. And interesting, he is pumping out 2 Reapers at a time with a Hellion. Are we going to see some aggressive play from TY? I think so. So we'll see how that pans out for him. And he's also getting his base down. They're actually, both players are on par with their expansions going down at this time. And we'll see what else these players do. Both are getting starports. Things are looking pretty linear, or pretty symmetrical, minus the Reapers at the reactor, of course. So TY can do a lot of damage here. He will definitely get a lot of bang for his buck, so it'll be nice to see. And we do see... Oh my goodness, Clem was thinking the same thing. My goodness. And, well, both players are like, okay, all right, let's just return. Let's RTB at this time. I'm going to get rid of a Discord here. I'm so irresponsible. That was Zoom. Get rid of Discord here. All right. And let's see what else we got here. We do have a medevac being churned out, so we'll see probably some drop considering the Widow Mine is being produced at this time. And I believe Clem is not following the Widow Mine route. He is instead going to get a siege tank. Is he going to do a siege tank drop with all these units? That will be fun to see. We do see some Marines being churned out as well. They do go into the medevac, an immediate boost. Looks like Clem is going to try to do some double-pronged attack, and at the oh my God. So is TY. TY is doing the same thing, and do they high-five each other? They do not. They actually do not see... I think Clem did see TY. And no, even if he didn't, he's still going to go for the natural here. Siege tank does get deployed here. At the same time, TY is sending his medevac at the natural expansion of Clem as well as his blue forces there. Let's see how much damage Clem can do, and let's see how much TY can do. A Cyclone is out too, kiting that Hellion, I believe. And the Widow Mine is going to be planted. Will it have a fat connection? It does. It kills quite a bit of SCVs. SCVs are being pulled being forced to be pulled. Not a lot of units to defend, but at the same time, Clem is attacking, but a siege tank at the top for TY to defend against that. And some medevac micro from TY is really making the difference in these trades. 2 Marines do go out. They're not focus firing at this time because Clem was focusing on putting that auto turret down for the Raven, and that Raven's going to be super good once it has enough energy for anti-armor missiles and interference matrix. That Widow Mine is still there. 23 SCVs do die total. I would say in terms of damage, oh man, it's pretty torn. I mean, yeah, 11 SCVs did go down for TY, but 23 did go down for Clem. Luckily, mules are a thing, so that's pretty cool to see. Siege tank is getting... Oh. Nope, it looks like TY is going to pick... what is it? Go into tank mode, and the siege tank does die for Clem. And TY secures his natural once more. Hilariously enough, I think he blocked his base here. Yeah, he blocked his natural being... dropped down, and Clem is gonna go in for some more. Siege tank is out. The Cyclone could die for free, basically. Clem, a little bit of poor control there. That is okay. Clem is definitely keeping him on his toes. We have a drop from Clem actually over here, which TY did defend smartly with a siege tank, and Clem is just gonna pull back, try to get more forces. He does have another Raven coming out at this time. We don't see any upgrades at this time for either player, but that is understandable considering that they were preoccupied with the battles that were just taking place. We actually have a supply depot supply drop, interestingly enough. Usually I don't see that at the pro scene, but it does make sense considering the situation of TY. Maybe he really needed that supply as soon as possible, which is one of those rare cases that you do use it for sure. We see another command center being built for Clem. He's probably going to go ahead and send that over to his 3rd base. He might actually... Does he have saturation? So he might assist with saturation once that command center is done. He might actually be fully saturated before this command center is done. He does have 2 command centers that are turning out SCVs at this time. So maybe not necessary to use this one. But nevertheless, he is going to expand, most likely. Unless he's doing some weird PF assault. That would be funny. Cyclone does lock onto the siege tank of TY. Clem Cyclone, that is. And does a decent amount of damage. But Cyclone is going to pull back comsats on both sides. And TY does see what is cooking in the oven over here. Cyclone is dangerously low on HP. 4 to be exact. Incredible. Incredible that it made it out. We have 3 siege tanks. We have some Vikings to provide sight, and we also have a medevac for Clem that has 7 Marines inside that will probably do some harass. More likely than not do harass because he is heading over there. That kind of makes sense. Marine is being sent out from TY. No combat shield at all. I don't think there's combat shield for either player. And also they don't have stim as well. So TY is getting stim, so that'll definitely give him an edge for sure. Siege tanks are deployed, and it is going to hold back TY. Where was that drop? Did I miss it? It's right here. Okay. Clem is moving in with this drop. Let's see how much damage he could do. He probably will do a lot of damage. I don't see any defenses besides this force here, so we'll see what happens. 6 SCVs, 8 SCVs go down. What was that from? Oh, it was from the Ravens. They dropped down some auto turrets, and 5 SCVs do go down. Marines are still in the base doing damage. Okay, siege tank is going to clean up house, so 8 SCVs, almost even, more than even now, actually getting advantage, but and TY's large section of his forces did die. I think that was his main force too. Oh man, TY is not in a good position for sure. We shall see what happens. Clem is going to move out with his little Bioforce siege tanks and his Ravens and Vikings. And these Ravens are definitely going to be very, very beneficial to use. But Vikings from TY do take one of the Ravens down. That is pretty big. Those Ravens are pretty valuable for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if Clem gets out another one. Oh, he's not able to. Okay. Their base is going down, or is saturated as we speak for Clem, and the Vikings are really sniping the Air Force of Clem. TY also is trying to secure his third base, but I did hear stim from TY. Siege tank does go down. Will Clem focus fire on that siege tank? He does, but there's another siege tank for TY over here, providing some presence against these, and unfortunately TY is forced to pull back his third base at this time. Meanwhile, TY is sending in an auto turret into the third base of Clem, doing a decent amount of damage for SCVs. It's looking pretty good. TY is trying to regain his third base here. Comsat goes down. We don't see much of a ground force for TY, and the siege tank count is actually favoring Clem at this time, but Clem is being a little hesitant to move in. TY is really trying to hold on here. We do see an NG Bay that is out, and TY is getting +1 at this time. Siege tanks are being put in siege mode, and the interference matrix is on those two siege tanks. They cannot do anything for 11 seconds. Quite irritating for sure. So that is forcing TY to pull back. The interference is down. And at this time, TY is just going to have to defend his natural. And things are not looking good, but if Clem can, or if TY could do some more damage with the Ravens and even the drop going down as well. Clem is keeping TY contained clearly, and siege tank is interferenced again. Another siege tank is on the high ground here, and TY is going to have to play pretty frugal at this time. He is moving in at the third base, trying to deal some damage, so both players are even on footing when it comes to the economy and whatnot, since both players are still on two bases now, and that command center does actually go down, and TY did get that, what is it, combat shield? Clem still does not have combat shield. Not necessary, but it does help. Definitely gives you some form of edge. SCVs seem like they are being mis-rallied over. There's a comm set down from TY. And do we see more drops from TY? We may see a drop on top of the siege tanks at this time. We have two Vikings. We shall see. Comsat in the natural base for TY, and as we can see, we are seeing those Comsat wars. And the Vikings are providing sight at this time as well. These are kind of chilling at this time. We do see Marines coming in from the backside, so we are going to see some kind of sandwich, and the boys are being pulled right on the siege tanks, and an absolute clean execution of TY to disperse or to get rid of that army, and Clem just GG's out. That was, wow. That was impressive. I did like that. I did like that TY took advantage of the fact that Clem didn't really have that much anti-air besides those two Vikings. Didn't really have that much Marine force, and he just sandwiched him. So, yeah, that was game number 1, and we'll see you in the next game. Peace.